one of the things we're thinking about here is the data question, and how do we have a connected data landscape, and maybe how do we take our first steps towards thinking about that?
I want to ask Matt, maybe.
I want to ask Matt. I want to know what a data landscape is.
I'm happy to take that one to start. Sure. I think it also depends on the part of ESG we're talking about. I think, Kate, to your point, the environmental side of ESG is much more data oriented than social and governance. I think that there's a bigger systematic focus on how you can collect and gather environmental data than there is maybe across social and governance. I guess if we look at what we spend most of our time talking to finance teams, to reporting teams, and it's those teams that typically are landed with the responsibility of ultimately composing ESG reports. Data warehouses aren't a new concept in businesses, and I think more and more we're seeing finance data warehouses, finance data cubes, reporting hubs, as the finance team looks to centralize more of the data that comes across the business, whether that be HR data, operational data, core accounting data. I think what finance teams need to start to realize, maybe a bit more than they do at the moment, is that the diversity in the data they need to think about, the diversity in the data they need to collect, is getting broader. And I think there needs to be a bit of a maturity and step up on the curve of finance and reporting teams starting to take more ownership for more operational data across the business, providing a more diverse set of reporting KPIs. And I think if they start off with the environmental side of ESG, capturing data around things like carbon emissions, that's energy usage, that's a good place to start. And then tackling KPIs around social and governance elements, I think, will probably come later down the line, as they're just a little bit less specific, less finite.